Hey guys, and welcome back to Red Rocket Baseball. Last video we just looked at my 5 likes and dislikes for hitters. Today we will be looking at pitchers. Yes, again, same outfit. This is my 4th video back to back to back, two back, and by the time I post another video, season will have started, and it'll be a different form of content, less predictions and more reviews and reactions. But let's jump straight into it, into a dislike. Nathan Eovaldi. Um, I don't think his style of pitching is going to adjust well to his pitching and his arm regressing like it is. Because we did see a little bit of regression in his arm, and I think his style isn't going to adjust, which it would need to if he's not going to have that same elite stuff. Still going to be a serviceable pitcher. He's not going to be a one pitcher. He probably won't even be a two pitcher. But maybe he's a very solid 3 guy. And at worst, he's probably going to be just the best 4 guy in any rotation possible. Even in this rotation, I think that Gore and Leiter have a very good chance of jumping him, and DeGrom's already above him. So if he's that 4 guy, it's a good rotation. We'll switch to a guy I like. I think everyone's liking him right now, anyways. Reed Detmers. I think everyone's liked him for the last 5 years, but this year's different, I think, because he went outside of the organization to seek help with his pitching. And anybody on the Angels, you should do that every year. Go out of the organization, fix what needs fixed, come back and be good. Because if you look in that organization, you're not going to develop the way you need to. Respectfully, I love the Angels, I really do, but development isn't really your specialty. He has nasty movement on all his pitches. His windup and release, it's a little bit funky. He just struggles as a starter with his consistency. He looked great out of the pen. I don't see him going back to the pen. I think he's going to be just fine. I think it's going to be the year we see that big step forward. We see a difference in his pitching and his sequencing. His tunneling has even looked pretty good. Preseason, maybe things change once season start and things start to matter, but the potential's always been there. We just need him to go out there and do it, and I think this is the year he does it. Back-to-back likes, why not? Mick Abel. I loved him in the Phillies system. He's gone. He's on the Twins. But he's finally going to get some playing time. Some playing time I thought he could have had the last year and a half. That would have been really productive for him. The Twins just sent down Zebby, who I had a guy that was possibly going to be on my list. But since they sent him down, kind of made my options easy. Mick Abel. I think his K per nines could hit that 9 mark. I would really like it to, and I think he's listed as the 5 guy in the rotation. At the end of the season, I think we could see a real number 3, higher potentially, but I think number 3 by the end of this year is where he's going to end up. That's if Joe Ryan stays. He's a number 2 if Joe Ryan's gone. Right, so even when Zebby does come back up, because he's going to get called up, it's not going to be replaced Mick Abel. I'll tell you that much. We'll go with another one, a dislike. Emmett Sheehan, and it's not so much I don't like him, and I don't think he'll produce, because he will on this Dodgers team. But I think some people are just so high on him right now. And although I see the potential, I don't see the immediate impact that he'll have. I do see the potential everyone's talking about. And I think he'll be probably fairly good this year, even. I don't think this is the year that we see that huge step forward into a top 2 guy in a rotation. I think the Dodgers are going to be very conservative. I think with their veterans, anybody above the age 27 is probably going to get on the IL multiple times, and anyone under that probably going to get sent down at some point. before the playoffs start, uh, but that conservative play for veterans, it's gonna be great for those veterans. Keep them healthy, keep them energized, all of that. But I think some people it's gonna be costly for. I think Sheehan's one of those guys. Um, he's just, I don't think he's there quite yet, and they're gonna be overextending him not to waste other pitchers' arms and all of that. So just don't have super high expectations for Emmett this year. Another dislike I have, I think everyone has this dislike. Spencer Strider. I feel like it's a pretty safe bet to bet the under on everything he does this year. Hope I'm wrong. When he was on and he was a Cy Young candidate, was he ever? But at his best, he's so much fun to watch. But these days, after all these injuries, I don't know what his best is. But I know it's not ace level stuff anymore. As nasty as this stuff can be, and as nasty as everything we've seen it be before, he doesn't have the same velocity. He doesn't have the same movement. I don't see him getting those strikeouts and being as consistent as he used to be. And I'll tell you, those strikeouts he used to get, which it felt like he was getting somewhere between 8 and 12 every single game. If you're not getting strikeouts, they're making contact. And when you're allowing a lot of contact in a guy that pitches the way he pitches, and maybe he adjusts his pitching style and becomes a whole different man. He'll have to if he wants to be a plus pitcher. I don't think he will. He'll have one good start for every 3 bad starts, and I hope I'm wrong about him because I do really like to watch him pitch. We'll bring it back up. Here's a positive, a little bit biased maybe. I think Ryan Weathers is a really underrated pickup for the Yankees this year. I think he's going to be very good, and people aren't really looking at him or this move all that closely. A little bit funky style. He throws very hard. He mixes all his pitches pretty well. He hasn't looked great this spring, but it's spring. Who cares? And he's with a pitching staff that doesn't know what they're doing, believe it or not. I know we've seen some hiccups from them, but in the developmental, but I think he'll become a notable name at the end of the season for the Yankees. When everyone comes healthy, as in Garrett Cole, Carlos Rodon, Clark Schmidt, we're going to have to start moving some guys around. I can see Ryan Weathers being a very good long relief pitcher because Luis Hill's going to have to be out of the rotation. Unfortunately, Will Warren's going to probably have to be out of the rotation. They're going to have to find something to do with all these guys. But Ryan Weathers is going to be very productive in my opinion. And at the end of the year, I can't wait to tell everyone I was right. Another dislike, Nick Pivetta. He's been good, and he's been getting better the more I've seen from him, but I think I'm just a little bit of a hater. I don't see him keeping up his quality pitching, at least not very consistently. Respectfully, I can see I'm predicting a 4+ ERA, a disappointing K to walk rate. I don't think his command's going to be the same. I don't believe him, and maybe that's just a me thing in my heart. But if he makes me eat my words, good for you, man. You probably deserve a lot more praise than I've given you. But I'd be happy to be wrong about him. I don't think I will be. Another like, Braxton Ashcraft. I feel like he's being overlooked because why wouldn't he be, right? You have this number 2, some people want to argue number 1 pitcher on the planet in Paul Skeens on your team. Yeah, nobody really cares about you. Oh, well, what else do they have? And you bring up Bubba Chandler, this kid who does amazing things, and he's going to be amazing, all this hype behind him. But I think Braxton Ashcraft is going to make some noise this year, turn some heads. He has an arm. He has very good sequencing, especially versus righties. His sequencing is very good. Needs to make a little bit of adjustment on figuring out how to finish off lefties, but I think he'll be able to make those adjustments. Just expect a pretty good year from Braxton Ashcraft. Uh, my last dislike, Christian Javier. I don't see him being a true number 2 behind Hunter Brown. I think I think he is closer to being a number 5 than a number 2. His control can get lost sometimes, and his stuff's just not where it needs to be from what I've seen. And I'm expecting quite a drop off. And if you're a Javier guy, I'm sorry. Just expect to be disappointed this year. I'm noticing a mistake on my part. I only have 4 likes, so who do we want to talk about? Who's somebody I like? I'll make it a bold prediction. I'm gonna take either Lorenzen or Dollander from the Rockies. I'll take Dollander. A sub 4 ERA. This kid, when he doesn't pitch in Colorado, I think he's going to be phenomenal. It's even harder. You think, oh, well, half their games in Colorado, it's hard. You also got to think, they probably have to try and adjust a lot of their styles from, well, in Colorado, we got to become strikeout guys or ground ball guys, because anything in the air is going out. And then in away games, you can pitch the way you've always pitched. And I think this year he figures out that adjustment. Sub 4 ERA. I love Dollander. He's going to do some great things. And I think great things start this year. Watch out for him. But this was Red Rocket Baseball. 5 pitchers I like, 5 pitchers I don't like this year. Red Rocket Baseball.